I'm interested really in how did you go about the technical aspect? Because it's one thing to say, yes, I am interested in documentary filmmaking, but there's a whole history behind that. You need to know so many things.
Of course.
So how did you go about equipping yourself adequately for that?
I'm very pleased and proud of young people who make a decision, and they're mostly young people, to go and study filmmaking, film production. It's very important to have those skills, but I didn't have that. I didn't start with that background. So I had to find another way to learn. My first sort of foray into documentary filmmaking was I was sitting in church one day, and there was an announcement that they wanted volunteers for a media project. I didn't know what the project was. So I thought, okay, let me see. And it was a docu-series that the church was making about the underclass in Lagos. You know, the drug addicts, the sex workers and all of that. And I was taken on board. To my surprise, I ended up being the line producer because I have this head for detail and organization. So it was more about that than the filmmaking skills. So that was my first experience, and it was a wonderful docu-series. It actually ended up on TV, and it had made a lot of impact, raised a lot of money for the project. And then after that, I thought, well, I think I need to go and find out how to do this properly. So I started with a script. It was a workshop at AFRIF in 2015. I applied for script writing, and they accepted me. So I went and I learned about script writing. And then next I went to Joburg, to City Varsity, for a short course in directing. And all this time I was mixing with filmmakers, particularly documentary filmmakers. I got involved with IREP, and through the sort of, I would say the passion that I had, I began to learn more. I went for a lot of short courses, online courses, and obviously immediately began to make films. I didn't wait to actually get to the heights of, you know, technical ability that I would have liked to. I just said, you know what, the way to make a film is to make one and learn as you go. And I was very fortunate because my first film was more successful than I could ever have imagined.